Stop scrolling, because this news changes everything. Today, OpenAI, the minds behind ChatGPT and GPT-4, has signed a $200 million deal with the US Pentagon. This is not just a contract. It's a historic turning point, a signal that the world's most powerful consumer AI is now officially part of the world's most powerful military machine. But what does this really mean for you, for technology, and for the world's balance of power? Why would OpenAI, once famous for its promise of AI for all, take this step? Is this the dawn of a new, smarter, and perhaps more terrifying arms race? And how does this change your daily life, your privacy, and the future of every nation? If you want to stay ahead of world-changing stories, hit subscribe and tap the bell. This is not just a tech headline. This is tomorrow's history book, unfolding in real time. Let's break down how OpenAI's Pentagon partnership could shape the next era of war and peace. 1. From nonprofit to national security, the road to the deal. Let's rewind. OpenAI started with a bold vision that artificial intelligence should benefit everyone, not just the rich or powerful. Its founders, including Elon Musk, Sam Altman, and tech luminaries, wanted AI to be open, transparent, and safe. But as the world changed, so did the stakes. By the late 2010s, China had launched a massive AI 2030 plan, investing billions in machine learning for everything from smart cities to drone armies. Russia's leaders declared, "Whoever leads in AI will rule the world." The Pentagon's own think tanks warned that the US risked falling behind, not just in business, but in national defense. Meanwhile, OpenAI's technology was leaping ahead. GPT-2 could write realistic news stories. GPT-3 could hold conversations, write code, and even create poetry. What began as a research lab became a symbol of the West's AI advantage. But the nonprofit model, careful, transparent, open source, was starting to look too slow for a world moving at China speed. Investors like Microsoft, seeing the potential and the danger, poured billions into OpenAI. The company's pivot from nonprofit to capped profit made headlines. But for insiders, the real story was more urgent: survival. OpenAI's leadership faced a painful dilemma: stick to their ideals and risk irrelevance, or partner with those who could move fastest. Behind the scenes, the Pentagon reached out. They asked, if America's edge in AI slips, who pays the price? Would OpenAI help secure the future? There were intense debates inside OpenAI's boardrooms. Some argued that military AI was inevitable and that ethical American companies should shape its direction. Others feared that building tools for war would betray everything OpenAI was founded to do. In the end, the logic of the arms race and the promise that if we don't, someone else will, carried the day. With one agreement, OpenAI became not just a tech giant, but a pillar of America's new national security doctrine. Was this a moment of progress or a point of no return? Would you have made the same call in their place? 2. What the Pentagon is really buying: the AI arsenal. So what does $200 million buy the US military? While most details are top secret, analysts and leaks have revealed a stunning vision. 4 core projects, each a game changer. First is Sentinel, the world's most ambitious surveillance AI. Picture a system that can analyze petabytes of data every second. Satellite images and intercepted phone calls, encrypted emails, social media feeds, drone footage, and battlefield sensors. It predicts threats, detects patterns, and can warn commanders of a brewing crisis days before it breaks out. Sentinel could, in theory, spot a cyber attack, military buildup, or terror plot before anyone else on Earth. Second is Prometheus, an AI that doesn't just help generals make decisions, but actually coordinates complex operations. Imagine drone swarms that fly in formation, ground robots that change tactics mid-battle, and supply lines that reroute in real time, all guided by an AI general with a global perspective. Prometheus isn't just about speed, it's about outthinking opponents, predicting their moves, and adapting instantly. Third is Lifeline, AI for battlefield medicine and logistics. It forecasts where casualties will occur, routes supplies and medical robots, and organizes field hospitals in minutes, not hours. In simulations, Lifeline reduced golden hour response times dramatically. Supporters say it could save thousands of lives in future wars. Critics worry it might also make large-scale conflicts easier to sustain. Fourth is Cypher, an AI for cyberwar. It doesn't just defend U.S. military networks. It hunts and disables enemy systems, strikes back against hackers, and can escalate cyber battles in milliseconds. The hope is to stop attacks before they spread. The fear, a flash war in cyberspace could spiral out of human control. The Pentagon promises a human will always make the final decision on life and death. But with AI acting in fractions of a second, how real is human oversight? Are we building tools even their creators won't fully understand? Would you trust an AI with decisions that mean life or death for thousands? Where would you draw the line? 3. A new global arms race. And everyone is watching. The OpenAI Pentagon contract sent shockwaves worldwide. In China, leaders immediately boosted investment in their own defense AI projects. DeepSeek and Baidu's top scientists were ordered to focus on military breakthroughs. Beijing's goal is explicit. Never again allow America to dominate a transformative technology. Already, Chinese state media is warning of a new tech iron curtain and urging other nations to choose sides. In Russia, Aurora AI's military division received emergency funding. Russian hackers ramped up cyber attacks on Western AI supply chains, aiming to steal secrets or sabotage rivals before they fall too far behind. The Kremlin is betting that in the new world, smart code is as powerful as any missile. In Europe, the EU faces an existential choice: try to keep up with the US and China, or take the moral high ground and push for a global treaty to ban autonomous AI weapons. France and Germany are pouring billions into sovereign AI, desperate not to become tech colonies in a new digital empire. Private industry sees opportunity and danger in equal measure. Microsoft, NVIDIA, Anduril, and a new wave of startups are chasing contracts and talent. Some founders hope to build ethical AI defense. Others see a gold rush. The line between civilian and military AI is blurring faster than anyone expected. Experts call this an AI Cold War. But unlike the last one, the real weapons are algorithms, faster, smarter, and potentially out of human hands. Who do you think will emerge on top? The country with the fastest hardware, the best scientists, or the boldest strategies? Comment with your prediction. 4. From ChatGPT to the battlefield. Trust, privacy, and the public. For most of us, OpenAI means ChatGPT, a helpful, even friendly, digital assistant. But after today, that image has changed. OpenAI insists that its commercial and military products are separate. But every big leap in natural language processing, reasoning, or decision-making can be weaponized. Breakthroughs that make ChatGPT better at answering your questions might also make military AI better at strategy, deception, or even identifying human targets. Privacy advocates warn that military AI analytics could sweep up data from vast sources. The Pentagon contract opens the door to military-grade surveillance at an unimaginable scale. Could your emails, messages, or social feeds become part of the intelligence that drives Sentinel? Could your digital footprint ever end up flagged by an algorithm as a potential threat? Inside OpenAI, some employees have pushed back, warning of ethical, slippery slopes. Leaked letters reveal deep anxiety about building tech that could be used for surveillance, cyber attacks, or lethal force. Governments are responding. Congress and the EU are debating whether to demand more transparency, stronger privacy rules, or outright bans on some AI applications. But the race is so fast that policy is struggling to keep up. The public is left with urgent questions. Can we trust OpenAI? Are we building tools that help us or control us? Would you keep using ChatGPT if you knew its technology was shaping military power worldwide? Or is this the necessary cost of security in a dangerous world? Where do you draw the line? Let's hear your honest thoughts below. 5. The future AI war and the unwritten story. This contract is more than just a government deal. It's a turning point for the relationship between technology and human society. Optimists believe AI will help prevent war by predicting conflicts, making better decisions, and saving lives on the battlefield. Perhaps future historians will remember Sentinel, Lifeline, and Prometheus as the tools that stopped the next world war before it began. Skeptics fear the opposite, that this is the start of an uncontrollable escalation. With AI operating at the speed of light, a coding bug, hack, or rogue algorithm could unleash destruction before any human can react. Once these tools exist, can they ever truly be controlled? Policymakers are racing to respond. The United Nations is pushing for a global AI arms control treaty. NGOs and whistleblowers are demanding oversight and transparency. But history shows that technology moves faster than law. For OpenAI, the stakes are nothing less than its legacy. It could become the world's first trillion-dollar AI defense giant, or the company remembered for crossing an ethical line. For all of us, the question is bigger. Are we building machines that will protect us, or ones that put us in more danger? Should we slow down, debate, and regulate, or press ahead before rivals do? Your voice matters. What happens next will shape the world your children inherit. OpenAI's $200 million Pentagon contract is not just a story about business or technology. It's a story about who holds power, who controls the future, and how human values will, or won't, guide the rise of machines. The choices made today by governments, tech leaders, and citizens will echo for decades. The world's balance of power, the fate of war and peace, and even your own privacy and freedom may hang in the balance. So don't just watch this unfold. Stay informed, stay skeptical, and keep questioning. Subscribe and ring the bell to get every major update, analysis, and deep dive as the story evolves. Stay alert, stay informed, stay ahead. See you in the next update.